We're doing an early Sunday morning thunderstorm. We're doing one of those. That was totally not scripted. I just hit start recording on this Sunday morning. It is currently 6 o'clock. Because again, I don't have a whole lot of like nerd stuff to have in the background, you know? Most people come to a reaction channel for the first time, they don't see anything cool in the background. They're like, man, this guy's boring. All I have is like my artwork, so I try to at least have some of it up because here at the Bartenders channel, we do fan art if you're new. Listen, there's been a lot of new people. I don't blame you. A lot of people don't know that last episode, I drew that. I drew that, and I drew that. All for y'all. And then the last episode I drew that, and then the episode before that I drew that. I draw a lot from Ninja Turtle stuff here. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn from the rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because this show, listen, I'm an artist as you can see. If you want to follow me and watch me paint all this stuff's down there. But I am doing my best to use this show and these reactions to get better at the style of art I've been trying to have for the last 20 years. The best way that I was always able to describe it in one of the previous episodes was Jamie Hewlett's Gorillaz. I'm a huge fan of Gorillaz, but I am a bigger fan of their art style and their music videos more than anything. They are some of my favorite pieces of animation. There's a short animated film. It's called Pickpocketed? I'm trying to remember what it's called. I'm gonna leave a link to it. This is some of the stuff from it. It's got such a unique art style, and I remember writing in the comments like, oh, this is so beautiful. I talked to everybody about it. It's helping me try to get better at drawing. It's helping me get better at animation. And that was like 5 years ago. And every now and then people in the comment section will be like, does it still make you want to like, yes, it does. Because look at this. And this kind of reminds me a little bit where it's a little bit sketchy. It's got crazy dynamics. It's got gorgeous colors. This show just inspires me artistically because drawing this one, like, I didn't get the colors quite right on this one, but it just, man, this show's beautiful. We also found out last time that we just found out that Abed was one of the bases for Donnie's personality. We had a great the last 3 episodes were just very good. They were probably the 3, I want to say they were the 3 strongest ones. Like out of all the episodes that I've watched here on the show, I feel like that was the best run. I loved Mutant Mayhem and I loved Down with the Sickness, but Repo Mantis was all right. I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to think whether I like that first run of episodes from the first reaction or that last run of episodes from that last reaction. Those were easily the 2 strongest ones. I also, for those of you again that are new, I started a tier list of the episodes that I've been adding as I go along. I forgot last time around, so I've got 7 more episodes to add to the tier list. I'll leave a link to it and we'll all put it together at the end of this while I'm drawing whatever I'm drawing from this particular episode. All right, the sun is starting to rise, but it's extra cloudy outside, just the way I like my Sunday mornings. Dun 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 dun. You're watching Nickelodeon on Paramount Plus. Beat it to it. Ready? Paramount Plus. Oh yeah, Raph got to use his Power Punch Jitsu. Dun 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 dun. I still can't believe that Nickelodeon bought the Ninja Turtles. That's such a weird, that's really an odd, speaking of odd, that's really an odd, like, I guess I don't know. I would have never assumed Nickelodeon would buy them. Granted, the Nickelodeon's given me 2 of my favorite iterations.
What you watching,
Miguel? I love it.
Only completed by 1 other stop.
How old is this kid? This kid looks like he's 8. This has to be violating some child labor laws. I knew that was gonna happen, but then how does he... Yeah, how would he upload it? As someone that does this.
Such thing as ghosts. What? How can you say there's no such thing as ghosts when there's such a thing as us?
That's a stupid argument because mutations in science, but when it I haven't drawn a picture of April yet. I feel like that's gonna be one that I draw. I like that. I was gonna say, is that a Ghostbuster? It's lined with tin foil to keep him in. Can't argue with that logic. See, this just reminds me of the Gravity Falls episode.
Wait, are you turtles?
We're not into labels.
We're not into labels. They for sure call themselves turtles. Although I do still like mad dogs.
It all goes back to ancient times. 1980.
This kid reminds... Fuck you. Fuck you, kid. 1987 is ancient times. I don't want to watch this anymore now. I'm leaving. Bye. This kid ruined it. Blame him. Oh, shit. Look at that.
Got a simple answer for that, Leon.
Yay! I think that's the first time someone else has called him Leon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super creepy. That's super creepy. I will say that when it comes to this show, is that every now and then it does creepy really well.
A turkey?
I was the turkey all along!
I was wondering what that turkey was doing there.
It's a talking turkey.
Guys, it's me, Stockboy.
I was the turkey!
Hide behind the giblets. I'll smash you out. No, you ruined my soul. And
Aw, now he kind of sounds like Alphonse.
No, no.
I was still kind of like... Pizza thrower! I was talking about the pizza thrower last episode.
This is exactly what the real Michelangelo went through with Hitler.
I feel like that's the first time... I've ever heard one of the turtles reference their own named Renaissance artist. I want to draw that picture too. Creepy. But awesome color scheme. They do a lot of like vaporwave, cyberpunky type of color schemes a lot. I love how April always seems like she's having a fun time. Like anytime everybody falls down, April always either like lands on her feet or lands on top of somebody or... This is sick. This is some really like fantastic action work.
as long as we stick together and don't split up, we'll be okay.
First time being wrong. Is it always this scary?
This is my first time being wrong.
Thing that can stop.
Don't tell me this thing actually works. No, come on.
It's working, and I don't even know what it's plugged into.
No, horseshit. Okay, thank you. This is some Scooby-Doo shit.
A robot?
Look at him. Come on, how the fuck did a robot do all that? Yeah, it's the stupid kid, right? I don't know why I like that her battle cry is her name. Yeah, exactly. I knew it.
You? Duh. He's literally 100% of the people we know from.
Yeah, exactly. Who else would it be?
You were recording the whole thing, weren't you?
I had to. Because of cheapskates like you, who watch my videos but never subscribe and donate. So you did.
Just for that, I'm not gonna ask anybody to subscribe in this video.
You will rue the day you crossed the young man genius, Baxter Stockboy.
Oh shit!
I'll teach you to laugh at me.
Kree!
It's my
They're
parents.
gone.
Tell us if you got grounded in your next video.
So it sounds stupid. I was against him having all that technology until you found out his name was Baxter Stockboy. Now all of a sudden I'm like, yep, that works. That works for me. So does he change his name to Baxter Stockman when he gets older? Like, I'm assuming he stays Baxter Stockboy for the entire duration of this. That is kind of funny. I enjoy that. Baxter Stockboy. I wasn't even expecting like a reveal at the end of him like yelling about his name. I thought he was just gonna say his actual name and then we were gonna remember him for future reference. Yo, legitimately, I don't know if like anyone that hasn't watched the 2003, I've been calling it the 2004 version. Anyone that hasn't seen the 2003 version, yo, they do Baxter Stockman dirty in that.
Is this a field report or a fantasy novel?
Like, I'm almost positive that I remember reading that was like part of the comic too.
Wait, where are you taking me?
But yo, they do Baxter Stockman dirty in 2003.
I did not send for you, Stockman. And that was your first mistake.
It knocks Scorpion treadmill
Scorpion treadmill.
Friends forever.
What the fuck?
Ain't you, April?
Let's be friends.
What the fuck?
Ruff's fear flops make me.
Fear flops. I have to draw April and I have to draw Splinter this round.
The guys tell me Miss Scuttles totally freaks you out. So I brought her over in a trunk.
So I brought her over in a trunk.
And for the record, these are tears of laughter. I'm laughing at you.
Forget about her evil eyes. And getting bigger.
Cody, hi,
Is this a dream?
what I love is screams. They make me grow and grow and grow.
Okay, demon, reveal yourself.
I can't imagine a mosquito. But again, this show has mystical shit, so.
We'll be in the arcade.
Yo, can I come? Oh, no. I want to see what else you have in the arcade. I want to see what their arcade lineup looks like.
I mean, come on, who buys an SUV from a bunny?
It's so rude to have that many people around and wear a robe, but sit like that.
How could you lose Cuddles, April?
April O'Neil. I feel like there's someone else that used to do that.
Hey, there you are.
Which project to
Donnie's.
self-cleaning toothpick? Or the titanium bust of myself? Oh dear me, gasp, it is Mrs. Cuddles.
This show, like, I said that during the movie, there's a scene where Casey is yelling at Leo, and I was saying that just the body acting.
Where's Donnie?
In a happy place where he'll scream, and now you're gonna join him.
Maybe I can't watch this with my nephew. I'm trying to think who. This sounds like Tara Strong, but I don't know if Tara Strong is still working.
Now to lock you up till I figure out how to shrink you and get you back in your trunk. She's got me strong enough for King Kong.
Raph.
Whoa, we really broke this poor guy.
Want a skateboard?
Why didn't you say so, Red One? I'll guard the door while you grab the weapons. Great idea.
I like that shot of Splinter. I unlocked a memory the other day. I remember an episode of this that I did watch because I kept saying how.
I hope you two scream as loud as the red one.
Now, didn't Leo spend the whole last episode saying that none of this shit? This is so creepy looking. None of this shit could happen.
You're huge. I see you met Mikey.
I see you meant Mikey.
Sure, you scared me at first, but now I see you're nothing but an average everyday.
I was just saying, now that it's like big, I feel like when it's like small and creepy, it's scarier. Now that it's big, Raph is like, I want to punch this thing. Laughter is...
War interrupts my TV regimen. You made a powerful enemy, Rabbit.
You made a powerful enemy, Rabbit. What I was saying is I remember an episode of this that I did watch where Splinter like puts on like a ninja costume and like beats the shit out of them because they don't like...
She's getting smaller.
They don't train hard enough or something.
Keep at it, Pops. The laughing shrinks her.
How can I laugh when that bunny is so ferocious?
This was a good,
So long, pal. Let's be friends for never.
Good one.
I enjoyed this little like bonding experience with these two.
We will get right to that. Eventually.
No, it wasn't Tara Strong. Eliza Jane Schneider. Now I need to know who that is because I thought for sure that was going to end up being Tara Strong. She is a voice actress, I would imagine. She's a dialect coach. I love dialect coaches. Again, as someone who always likes trying to figure out how to do voices and doing different dialects, it's the kind of stuff I like. Beakman's World.
Serve one up, Liza.
Here's a tasty one.
She was Liza in Beakman's World? Beakman. That's crazy. She was in friggin' Beakman's World. Like, that's obviously not where I know that voice from. I thought that she was Tara Strong, so I was 100% wrong. I think that was the first one that I was hardcore wrong on. I've been doing a fairly good job of getting all the voice actors right. That second episode was whatever, but just the action alone in that first one, the Baxter Stockboy episode, that one had some really fucking sick action scenes. This last one was okay. The rabbit looked super creepy, so. And I did enjoy, like I said, the Splinter Raphael little like bonding time. Alright, so that was those two episodes. The next two are Stuck on You, I'll Be Back. I see them all stuck together. I feel like I watched this episode too. Like, I don't remember watching any of these episodes, but like, there's no way that I went through this show's entire run without ever watching one episode. I'm too big of a Turtles fan. But I feel like I just watched one or two episodes and then like never came back to it. Rise off the Splinter's growing on me. At first the Splinter just felt kind of like, I don't know, gross out humor for the most part. Oh, I've only had silverfish from the bottom of my feet. Or slippers. Like, oh, look at my balls. Let's do jumping jacks. It was nice seeing him do some ninja shit. Because I always said that was my favorite part about Splinter 2012 was that man did straight ninja shit. Yeah, he wants to have like a team building exercise.
Being stuck together is gonna force us
Yeah. See,
as a team.
I don't remember anything about this episode. I just remember seeing all four of them put together. Maybe I didn't see this entire episode. Maybe I only saw this clip because I know the password is Booty Shaker 9000.
It's
3Ys.
Capital B and 3 Ys.
And 3Ys. All right, so now I'm curious. Now I'm curious to see if I recognize anything else from the episode because I just saw a clip of this because of the Booty Shaker 9000 part. There was the official TMNT Twitter handle tweeted out just Booty Shaker 9000.
None of you read the tank's instruction manual I gave you?
How does it handle so much paper? But they tweeted out just Booty Shaker 9000, and I think it's still the highest liked tweet that they've ever had.
Why are there only two?
Maybe they'll come out during the holiday season, so you know they're special.
Donnie, these are amazing.
Wink, wink. He was looking directly at the camera for the first half of that sentence, too. I saw some of the action figures for the Rise toys. They look terrible. Donnie doesn't even have eyebrows. Like, for them to... Like, I'm sure that they'll blame low toy sales if they do end up canceling this for good. But the toys look like shit. Like, I was legit ready to buy some Rise shit. I'm trying to find something that I can wear that reps Donnie. I want like a black shirt with like just the little purple markings that he has on his shoulders. I feel like that would look pretty cool. And only people like, I always want to try to find nerd clothing to wear that nobody would know that it's nerd clothing unless they're nerds. Like the Full Metal Alchemist insignia. I was waiting. I'm like, something has to happen right now. They're taking too much time. Or the End 7 from Mass Effect. Oh shit!
Now to... Oh, what happened to you lot?
I'm giving you one chance to get out of here before we...
Oh shit, everybody? What the fuck?
What happened to you?
No, I for sure don't remember this episode.
Is there a creepy doctor running around?
Three villains.
Make that 4!
A lot on our plate here. We need to go after the Flameheads.
No, Hypno.
I'm going with Flameheads. Leo, what do you say?
Perfect theme. Theme?
How would Michelangelo... I'm looking at this ball. How would Michelangelo's body allow...
What?
Us, get on our
No, there's no way. Freaking Donnie, maybe. Donnie's tall enough.
Guys,
Oh yeah, I don't want to look at it. Even in cartoon form, I've got a weak stomach. Like, there were some episodes of Ren and Stimpy growing up that it was just like, why? Why are you doing this? I don't understand. Creepy. Kind of want to draw that. the 4 of them.
Back to Mesmer. He's gonna hypnotize me. Turn.
I don't know why Mesmeru. I don't know why I enjoy saying that. Like Hypno Part 2, I think I said it 3 times. Like Mesmeru. It doesn't even make sense. Ah. Aw.
This is really gonna hurt you.
This is really gonna hurt you. For the record, if there's any of you that are animators and you do stuff like this and you want me to do voices for you, I got you. I can't do the brothers, but I feel like I've been doing a pretty fair amount of the other guys.
you moron.
You moron. Ask them again. Like if you do fan animations and you need someone to do the voices for you of some of these other characters.
Plan worked. We're a better...
Oh, look at him.
Free. Let's use this rope. I am not a belt. I'm the greatest foe you've ever faced.
I still find him annoying. When he first shows up, I find it funny. He's such a cool character. This lieutenant, from both of them. They got it though, right? They got the Shredder's shoulder pads or something.
Finally, I'm free.
Julie, do the thing!
This will work nicely.
I was gonna say, does it give him powers?
Ow! Get away!
Punch the bird. I might draw him like that real quick. I was gonna, normally when I draw these things for you guys, for the last one, or at least lately, I've been trying to at least do one that like takes a lot of time. But when I was drawing the Leo one, I realized that like this particular art style, I keep trying to make the lines too perfect, and the art style like has so many lines that overlap where they're supposed to go, and they don't care. So I feel like I'm gonna stop caring and just kind of I want to draw more than draw better. So if this round of drawings doesn't look as good as the last couple of ones, that's why. So I'm gonna try to not take as much time with this time around. I thought this place was dumb. How did this place get reconstructed? Horseshit. He works here now? This place was like blown up. Yeah, look at it. How did he get...
Thanks for the wheels, kiddo.
You imposter.
Handsome, new boss.
Oh, never mind. Listen, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was not expecting to get a return of Alberto. Hello there, kitty!
Oh no, kiddies. Was let
humans run everything.
I can't believe we're getting a sequel to Alberto.
You run the new management.
French, Dutch.
Go fight some more.
Like I said, man, this show gets really creepy sometimes.
Please, my sons, let me be in your band.
They have a band. His voice changes when he's in the band.
You wanna be soul?
You gotta live, so.
That's kind of cute. If they were four brothers, they would have a band. Because for the record, AJR is probably my favorite band right now.
Our electro/soul/rap/glam rock is 2.
Sounds like Muse.
Let's harmonize.
Let's harmonize for rock.
Nailed it.
That is not harmonizing at all. Hello there, kitty.
Jumbo.
Po' boy catfish guarantee.
Po' boy catfish guarantee.
Chef Albert from La Petite Albert. C'est la vie. And finally, Otto von Berto.
Oh, he's German.
Try mein strudel.
Ooh, it's like a blitzkrieg of flavor. No longer will we be caked in fry oil. No longer will our strudels be...
Kinda might draw Alberto. He looked pretty cool right there with the friggin' pink. Wunderbar. Können wir bitte die Speisekarte haben? That kid looked cool. I always like looking at their crowd work. Their crowd work is always... might be the best, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. The most interesting to look at crowd work I think I've ever seen in an animated series, now that I'm thinking about it. Other than maybe Zim. Zim always had fantastic crowd work. Just chucking pretzels at people.
Those bots are ruining our gig, as well as harassing hundreds and hundreds of people.
If I can get to the central control diddly-doo, then I can unleash all of my brothers at once.
I still can't believe this is a fucking Alberto sequel. Those are some mighty stale pretzels. Mizzen mast? Donnie usually says like random science shit, like chordata. So now I want to find out what mizzen mast means. It's part of a sailboat. I assumed it was something sailboat related.
These animatronic stereotypes are ruining our gig.
These animatronics. I was thinking that the whole time. Like as soon as I saw the French one, I'm like, oh god, you just know it's gonna be like, oh, hello. Like you knew they were gonna do that. So the fact that they at least called that out, that they're all stereotypes. Oh my god. God damn it, Paramount Plus. Maybe that's another reason why they do that, to make you pay for the no commercial version.
Listen up, y'all. We dedicate this groove to all you beautiful bear bots out there.
Okay, Leo. That makes sense. Donnie would have a drum machine. What's Mikey doing? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, wow, they're really that good? They're so bad. Commit suicide rather than listen to their music.
Face our fate. Together.
It's kind of dark.
Wait! This terrible music has restored my ability to speak clearly.
Wait, this terrible music has repaired my ability to speak clearly. This is... So I'm assuming he comes back again since he didn't blow up. Mad Dogs. Tom Kenny did all the voices. All the Albertos. Makes sense. Alright, so clearly a time jump has happened. So for those of you that don't know, I live in South Florida, and for those of you that don't know, right now, there's currently a hurricane outside. South Florida got a little bit fortunate where it's kind of going off a little bit up to the north. Problem with that is that it's kind of hard to edit and get everything up and running when you're prepping for the hurricane here in South Florida. This is just something we do. This is just something we do down here. But it's been a little bit hectic the last couple of days, so I haven't had a chance to finish up this video with the drawing segment, but I did get a chance to edit it in completion, and there were some things that I want to talk about now that we've started this section. But I just got off of work, so I don't know how much energy I've got. So far, I seem to be doing okay. But it is like 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning, hurricane is about to start raining around 5, they said. So let's get some drawing in before the power goes out. Can't believe I had to work today. Shit was so stupid. I thought I had today off. I was gonna finish doing all this, watch the next episode, which I'm still probably gonna do today. And then I wake up to a million text messages from people being like, I can't drive, it's flooded, I can't leave, can you work for me? I'm like, fine. Boo, I say, but fine. I was telling my boss, what am I gonna say? No, I wanna make YouTube videos about Ninja Turtles. Like, you know, I get it. Streets are flooded, can't drive anywhere. After editing it and re-watching that episode, I think that even though jokes-wise and story-wise it was okay, that fucking episode had some of the best little animated sequences in the entire show so far. And I actually missed a couple things while I was watching it. So let's go over it, shall we? And then we will start the drawing process. When I was watching it the first time, I even noticed how April always seemed to be smiling. At first, I wasn't sure if people were gonna get complaining about that. Like, well, what are you saying? She's better at being a ninja than the turtles are? That's fucking... But in the next episode with the Cuddle Bunny, she does scream and get, like, scared. So you can't say it's every episode. But this episode in particular, I don't think at any point was she, like, freaking Leo and Mikey are, like, screaming for their lives the entire episode. I don't think at any point she's ever nervous. Oh, right there. Right there, and that's barely even anything. Look, now she's happy again. She gets right here, and when Mikey says, I feel like somebody's watching us, she says, I know, isn't that great? Like, she thinks it's funny. Like this is cool. This is super creepy. Leo's freaking out, but there was so many little tiny details in the background that I didn't catch the first time around. First of all, once again, I love this shot. I'm pretty sure I'm going to draw this shot at some point, because I love the way Mikey, I don't like the way Mikey looks, but whatever. But Leo's face and April's face. Look at April's face in this. Come on. It's adorable. She's like, it's got such a Scooby-Doo, Jinkies, a mystery vibe. Look, Leo's freaking out. Mikey's only smiling because Leo's freaking out. But look at April. She's genuinely excited as to what's happening right now. I do. This was a good bit, but it's when crazy shit starts happening. So right here, let's go through this real quick because this kills me. So look, Leo's getting flipped. She's having the time of her life. Look, up in the air. Freaking, I see Leo Leo got hit with the pizza in 3 separate ways right here when I was looking at it frame by frame. But it's these moments right here that had me fucking going. Look at her. In every scene, she's having the time of her life. And I didn't even notice, because when Mikey said right here was, oh, this is what the real Michelangelo went through. I was too busy yapping about how I think that's the first time I ever heard one of the turtles say their own namesake. But there were so many little stupid things here. And then, again, Leo, not that picture. Where's the other one? Where's the funny one? There's one shot of Leo eating pizza where just... There it is. Kills me. This is one of my favorite shots. I've already screenshotted this. I love the way that April looks in this. Because April's screaming, but it's like theme park screaming. Like Halloween Horror Nights type shit. Watch her. like she's holding her hands like this, and she look at again how scared they look. Look at how happy she looks, and just the little way that she shakes her head right here. I love it. Damn it! I want to recap some of this action, because Mikey, when you freaking him running, he kind of runs into this part right here, and then does like a turn. And there's April smiling. She sticks her tongue out just then. This part was one. Fuck man, I wish I could go by this frame by frame, because this was my favorite to watch. Look at, so there's her with the tongue out, and then she just, the entire time this is happening, like little things keep happening, but she keeps showing back up smiling. And I didn't catch this the first time when I was watching it, how Mikey goes into his shell, and then Leo, as the big brother, protects him. Ramming speed! Look at, freaking Mikey's in his shell, Leo's getting ready to grab him, and then when they bust through, Leo's holding on to him for like dear life. Look at him. Look at, that's so cute. He's protecting his little brother. And then this whole falling, look at, you see, he's falling and he's still holding on to him. And I'm like, that was super cute. And I also, let me see if I can capture it. When she says, all we have to do is stick together, and then it starts to turn for a split second, she has a really funny face, but it's like, it's not too funny, but it's just, you'll see, hold on. Because she's like, huh? And then her eyes just do the little, oh shit. This was superb. This whole episode was superbly animated. Like, this was one of the best animated non-lore episodes. Out of all the episodes that I've seen so far, I think the animation and just some of the little friggin' action sequences in this were the best I've seen that weren't one of the lore episodes. Now that I'm done talking about that. Sorry, I just wanted to yap about that, because I love this shot of Baxter. That's anime as fuck. I also said earlier in the episode that I wanted a shirt that looks like Donatello's things, and I ended up drawing it and putting it on Twitter, and it's been one of my best tweets like ever. So thank you, Rise Crew. Glad you like the shirt. My good friend that I don't ever really get to see anymore, because I'm a terrible friend. He, one of my like co-stars of the comic, he said he just started Rise, and I was like, wait, what? I would like to get him. He's quite the character. I feel like y'all would enjoy hearing both of us yap about Ninja Turtles, because again, he was the one that I got into 2012, and he ended up loving it. And I'm like, yep, that's my bestie right there. I got my bestest friend! Hi, bestest friend! He hates me. I'm so annoying. I always say I'm the SpongeBob to his Squidward. I just torture him. This Mikey's not coming out great, but I'm more interested in drawing April. I've already drawn. I do kind of like... I'm trying to remember what this chin thing that they do reminds me of. At first I thought it was Samurai Jack, but it's not. It's kind of Samurai Jack. It's kind of Ren and Stimpy. I'm not trying to give Ren and Stimpy too much credit, since Krifkaluski is a creep. Oh yeah, by the way, I had no idea what T-Cest was. I made a unfortunate decision to try to figure it out, because I kept seeing, like, a lot of you that have followed me, you know, when I see you on Twitter and stuff like that, I see a lot of you say no T-Cest in your bio, and I assumed I knew what it was. I should have just kept that innocent and never actually Googled it, because yeah, I didn't need to see any of that. I'm with all of you. I am with every single anyone that's watching this and you're a T-Cester, please stop watching. Please go somewhere else. For sure. That is just unnecessary. I do not understand. And like, I'm not gonna say I'm anti-shipper when it comes to like April or whatever, because Donnie and April were kind of in love in the last one. But like, that's weird. Like, she's a human. They're turtles. Like, that's gross. And so let's just pretend that that's never gonna, like, you know, they're just really good friends. There she is. She looks so cute in this. I absolutely love this face of her. This is one of my favorite faces in the entire show so far. Is this particular face of April's that I'm currently about to draw. Oh, listen to that rain outside. Oh yeah, look, I'm just noticing that her eyebrows go off of her face. I do that a lot in my comic, and I know that some people like hate that. I don't know. It kind of works for me as an artistic choice. It always just it never bothers me. Still can't believe I had to work today. Sucked. Was really not planning on having to freaking work a double during a hurricane, but I did. I can't believe I'm screaming that loudly at the bar about it, about turtles. And getting enough people to be like, you know what, that sounds fun. I've had so many people be like, you know what, I haven't watched anything turtles related since the Michael Bay movies, and I hated those, I'll give this a chance. I'm like, bless all of your hearts. Yeah, this line work isn't going to look quite as good as the last couple of ones, but I am quite exhausted. And again, I still plan on watching the next episodes because I see I'm close to League of Evil Mutants, and most of you keeps talking about that episode. So I'm assuming it's a really good one, and it's literally, I thought I was gonna watch it tonight because I saw that it was next up. But when I checked the episode list, there's 4 exactly before League of Evil Mutants. I love the way that these teeth are drawn. It always reminds me of the Proud Family. I loved the way that they drew teeth on the Proud Family back in the day. I haven't watched the new one. I hope it's good. I'm too old to still watch that. Like I already feel borderline watching this one, but I've got such a history with the Ninja Turtles that I feel like that helps me not give a shit. Because like you can say, you know, oh, you know, you're only as young as you feel, and blah blah blah. Who cares if you watch Ninja Turtles at an old age? That's one thing, but to do reaction videos for it and then like have to edit those and watch your late 30s self being like, what, Raphael was doing really cool there. It's a little goofy, but I enjoy it, so I don't care. But I feel like the Proud Family is one that might just be too much. Like Disney Channel stuff, like Disney XD gets me with DuckTales, just because DuckTales is I feel like DuckTales is like a spiritual successor to Gravity Falls. Although I am starting to get that feeling for... Oh, look, I just noticed that her glasses, there's a purple tint to everything but her eyes. April O'Neil. Yes, you know what? These faces do have kind of a Samurai Jack look to them, now that I think about it. Primal. I watched the first episode of it. I liked it. It was good. They call me Jack. Alright. I think that's good on this one. Because there was a couple things I wanted to draw. I love this picture of Raph. Again, I already... I love the way that his mouth looks here. It's when he sees Mrs. Cuddles for the first time. But I like how his eye twitches. Also, when I went back and I rewatched the Mrs. Cuddles episode, that was pretty well animated too. A lot of the fight scenes I liked. I liked how creepy Cuddles was. So I definitely wanted to draw Cuddles. I feel like that seems like one of those, like for them to bring back Stockman already, or Stockboy already. I don't know, I feel like Mrs. Cuddles is going to be one of those recurring characters. Does this Band-Aid ever come off of Raphael? I need to learn the shapes of his shell. Put my color palette to use again. And his eyes have kind of a yellow tint to them. I feel like that might be off-putting to some people. I don't know. I'm almost done. I guess I just wanted to do it. I wanted to do a bunch of quick ones this time around. So I hope you've been enjoying them. Ah, fuck, I really like this shot of Donnie. This shot of Donnie was, I don't know, there's just something about the, I was talking about it during the episode. Just the body language that they draw sometimes. And again, like I really do love, I was watching, I forget what clip I was watching of 2003, where Donatello does something, saves the day. And just, I don't know, he's never been this cool. Like I feel like Donatello, out of all the ones here, like I know he's got self-esteem issues and whatnot, but I feel like he's the coolest one, like objectively, not just my favorite. Like, you know, Raph is scared of bunnies. Like Mikey's cool, but he's the youngest. You can't be the youngest and the coolest. That's impossible. Donnie's the one that makes all the cool shit for everybody. Made the turtle van, or turtle tank. And again, just this expression that he has right here. I really want to get his head shape down. They all have such very particular head shapes that you can actually like identify them. You could a little bit 2012, but 2003 and 1980 whatever, psh, good luck. How do you not give Donnie eyebrows in that stupid friggin' toy? Like, how did that pass QA? How did nobody be like, oh, this looks nothing like the actual design in the show? Maybe we should actually give him some eyebrows. Like, would the extra black paint have, like, really, like, cost them everything? Like, well, we were gonna do his eyebrows, but we figured that the overhead costs and whatever, business talk. It's funny because, like, literally everybody in my life can have, like, adult talk. I've got, like, nothing. They want to talk about like 401ks and stuff, stocks. I got absolutely nothing. You want to talk to me about Ninja Turtles? I got you. Because man, I've been talking about Donnie. You think like I've been talking about the show a lot for sure, but man, I haven't stopped talking about Donnie at the bar. Donnie, my guy. Now I feel now his colors are definitely different because he's in his lair and there's a purple tint in the lair, but I am not going to try and figure out what those colors are supposed to look like. So let's just go with the one that I already have for Donnie. I think I have to at least finish the top of his visor thingy before I move on. Alright, and there's Donnie. Making progress, we're making progress. Next up, who's next up? Splinter. And this was a great scene too, when he's like, oh, good idea. You get them, you get the weapons. I'll guard. He's like, again, this Splinter is really starting to grow on me. I do wish, I mean, so far it hasn't been too bad lately. I do wish that they would go easy on the gross out humor when it came to Splinter. But again, I haven't really seen too bad. Why does he have a Batman symbol on it for his beard? But again, the last couple of episodes haven't been too bad. Like, I'm okay with Splinter being a joke until he has to, like, whoop some ass, which I'm assuming he does. Because, again, I remember briefly an episode where he, like, dresses up like a ninja and beats the shit out of all of them. So I'm assuming... I mean, again, he's a ninja. And he kind of whooped Cuddles' ass. So I'm assuming he's a badass when he needs to be. Is his nose always kind of oblong shaped? Am I just now noticing that? He's got kind of a little bloop at the end of each of his whiskers. I don't know how else to describe it other than a little bloop. It's a bonanza. So much fan art. Well, redraws. But again, this is kind of like a study more than a redraw. Because I already showed last episode that I've got a bead on how to draw most of the guys. So this is just me trying to get a little bit of April and Splinter practicing. Because I do like April, man. She's really cool in this. Again, that whole episode with Stockboy, I don't know, it might just be that face that she made in the one that I drew with that. I don't know. Just really, really enjoyed her in that episode. I probably enjoyed her more in that episode than any of the other episodes. And she wasn't even like that central of a character in that episode either. Just the few things that she brought to the episode were just, I don't know. I enjoyed her. I love how... I'm happy I picked this. Because he's such an asshole. He's so enthusiastic in this. Like, oh, you know what we're going to do? I got you. Me and you, buddy. And he just throws everything out. I'm just now noticing this little symbol. Is this the one that was on? Hold on, is this the same symbol that was on old Splinter? Splinter 80s cartoon. It's kind of like his thing looks like a little it's similar in a way. I feel like it's definitely modeled after. Like, not 100%, but just like a new take. You know how everything on this show is like a new take. I don't know. I feel like that's Splinter's old school design. I will say this, they've made his tail very rat-like. Meanwhile, listen to that rain. Thank you guys for joining me for this during a hurricane. Gave me something to look forward to when I got off of work today, because like I said, I really was not expecting to have to work. I was very displeased. If I can figure out the pink on his ears and hands, I feel like that's that seems to be a fair amount of his non-robe color. Oh, is this the ear? Am I just now realizing that is this the ear that I don't think it was Shredder in this one, but in the movie, he's missing a little piece of his ear. Yes, Hamato Yoshi. Now I will finish what I began with your ear! There's all that. And then his tail is a little bit more saturated-y, magenta-y. Again, I feel like this show really is helping me, like, see color better. And I don't know, something about the yellowy orange wrapping around it, just, I don't know, the contrast looks good. And there we have Splinter. Let's color in these gaps a little bit. Because I still have to draw. Where's Evil Cuddle Bunny of Death? I cut out earlier in the episode where I said that this reminds me of Nail Bunny. Because I looked at Nail Bunny from Johnny the Homicidal Maniac and it does not look anything like this. But I don't know, this does have a Johnny the Homicidal Maniac Vasquez. Like a lot of this show I always say does. And I'm not trying to like take away from the actual style and artistic powers of the people who work on this show. But I don't know, this bunny in particular had a very strong Jonan Vasquez vibe to me. It was cute, but it was creepy. I think we're good for this one. Alright. Thank you all for coming. I am sorry I didn't talk quite as much near the end of that. Again, 5 o'clock worked double hurricane. But that does not change the fact that I am about to start the next 4 episodes. So join me, will you? In a few days. Hopefully the power doesn't go out here. Thank you. See you later. Now.
Thanks for watching! I hope you enjoyed this artwork from this episode. It was cool. I enjoyed making it. I do a piece of fan art for all my reactions, so if you'd like to see more artwork from different shows, check out the rest of my channel. Thanks for stopping by the bar!